What would you do if I couldn't cook?
Get you some cooking classes and call your mother and say you failed.
A, he cooked her because he knows how to roast. Pun intended, folks. The realities of the dating scene are quite sad, honestly. You must be almost a radical to get the girl you want. Women these days will pull an entire laundry list of requirements, but what about men? I mean, do these women care about what you want from them? Maybe they do, but end up offering things you don't care about. For example, their amazing slave corporate job. You go, girl. Anyway, men are feeling disenfranchised because they see that once they cross the finish line and become winners, women are no trophies at all. The idea that getting the girl is the biggest achievement is just that, an idea, not a fact. What do you work so hard for? A woman with more baggage than an airplane who can't cook for you? Check this out.
Alright, so let's be real for a second. What do girls really offer us nowadays? Nothing but sex, right? You know, girls get way more out of that than we do. For us, we might be able to go tell our friends, hey, we smashed that chick over there. But nowadays, girls are so focused on building their so-called clout on social media than living in their own reality. And that's just the society we live in today. I mean, not all women are like that, but most are. And they like to play victim. You know, after they're the ones that hurt men. If you're not chasing clout like they are, or have like 100,000 followers, or trying to purposely break girls' hearts, then you're not the one for them. So men, we have to be dogs to protect our own hearts.
Women want you to be perfect, but they're not perfect at all. They think you care about her social media following, but that's not a red flag. That's a Chinese Communist Party parade. Real talk. In today's video, we're diving deep into what women offer versus what they want you to offer, and why this is making men avoid the dating scene like the plague. Stick around because I'm sure you're going to love this one. But before we go any further, let me share the comment of the day. Shout out to Ward Doherty for being an early bird to comment. He said, "Stay strong, stoic kings, stand up for yourself." Simple and solid advice. Please don't forget to reach out to us by email to claim your $5. As usual, guys, I'll pick one comment from each video. It may be the funniest, the most liked, or one that touched me, so don't forget to leave a comment and you may be our next winner. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons too, as it helps a lot. And now, back to the video. Embrace your masculinity.
Now, let me ask this question while Serge is sitting back down. If a guy were to say to you, what can you offer me that I can't do for myself? What would be your answer? We'll start over this side.
I would say peace.
I
think that's what most guys need.
Absolutely. You're absolutely correct. Yeah, peace. We don't want to hear that bullshit. We don't want to hear all that goddamn screaming and yelling and, you know, talking crazy and shit. And you're right.
If more women thought like that, trust me, the world would be a much better place. No yelling, no fights, no jealousy, no nothing. As a man, you spend too many hours working on yourself and fighting battles. So the last thing you want is a woman who brings more battles to the table. Women have this stupid, unfounded idea that men want challenging women, but guess what? That's just, of course, an idea. As a man, you clearly say what you want more often than not, but these women don't. Well, they might claim that they want a guy who's nice, but then spread their legs in front of Chad and Tyrone. Men are increasingly tired of modern-day women. It's insane how demanding they can be towards men, but men ask for simple traits such as loyalty, understanding, and support. Most women out there can't even offer that. If a woman offers you nothing but sex and bedroom fun, she's just not good enough. The media and other modern ideologies are encouraging men to think about this all the time. Go out and see the billboards and advertisements around you. There are almost naked women all over the place, and the consequences are women objectifying themselves and men thinking of women as prizes. Not only do the big corporation use women's sexuality to sell their products, but also average chicks embrace ideologies like feminism. Then, they end up posting provocative pics on social media and dating apps to get validation. However, at the same time, they complain that men, especially the thirsty dudes, objectify them. If she walks like a 304, talks like a 304, and acts like a 304, guess what? She's a 304!
What move did a girl do in bed that had you thinking, damn, she might be a hoe? She might be a hoe.
Might be a hoe. Alright, so that's...
Throated, stared down into my eyes, winked, and started flexing the back of her tongue. I came so hard, all my 10 toes cracked. Bro. Cracked! Oh!
I just I guess I was engaged for like 3.5 years before I got out here. And I came out here and I'm like, I guess
Why didn't you stay with that guy?
Huh?
You were engaged, and what happened to that? That's the one. How'd you fuck that up?
Yeah, he was really good and all, but also I wanted to move out to Miami and Florida and
To
stuff.
be a whore? You threw away the gates of heaven with your partner to be a
I
whore?
wanted to move with my
I'm gonna fucking jump!
No, it's not like
No, Zarka!
Allegedly.
It's not to be a whore. For starters, I was already doing what I was doing.
This is what society has done to the minds of modern women. It's not about the relationship anymore. It's not about pleasing the man. It's about, they say, following their own truth. You know, the you go girl and you go queen. All the narratives that only put women's feelings and emotions on a pedestal. Your feelings as a man? Pff, nothing short of a fiction or a comedy. Your needs as a man? Same thing. No chick takes your struggles into consideration. They want you to be on your A game or else they'll move to Miami to be a pious religious girl. I'm joking. I meant a certified hoe. A sugar baby who wants a man who will spoil her and do this and that in the bedroom. Miami is a great place for Chad and Tyrone, not for its tax exemptions or not having any state income tax. It's a perfect place for these types of men because they can smash and dash left and right. Modern women are so brainwashed that they'll think that sex is all they need to retain you. They'll try to put on some sort of slutty dress, show their body parts, and post provocative pics. Sure, many men will throw themselves at them, but once they get these chicks, they'll move on to conquer new ones. Many women will try to use these strategies to get men, and sure, they'll land a few hookups here and there, but in the long run, these women end up being nothing but practice. They'll never be loyal wives or partners. They'll be always chasing bigger and better deals. Why? Because of the you know your worth culture. That's why they always feel entitled to the point of saying these things. Check this out.
Okay. Are you're recording me?
Yeah. Yeah. This is the Cheesecake Factory. This is the Cheesecake Factory, y'all.
What's the problem with that?
This is a chain restaurant. Who takes someone that looks like this to a chain restaurant?
If it was me, I'd have took her ass to the gym on the first date. Over there looking like a dude I used to play football with in high school. Fellas, this is the reason why we need to stop taking women out to dinner on the first date. Because they're using the prestige of the restaurant to make an assumption about how much money you got. Not only are you overinflating her ego, but she's comparing you to all the other simps that she's got in that phone. Fellas, since they want to act the fool, then let's play by these rules. If you haven't known her for more than a couple of weeks, then that first date is free. If the Cheesecake Factory is too cheap for her to eat, then that first date is free. If she look like a linebacker that should be blocking on D, then that first date is free. If you stop letting women treat you like an all-inclusive vacation, then we can finally get rid of all this intrusive hoflation.
Probably the reason why she's single. It's great to think highly about yourself. However, Cheesecake Factory is not cheap, and she wasn't all that anyway. She just made herself look stupid in trying to embarrass him, and she will be the first one to say there's no good men out there that will take her on a date. Well, you made that video, so now no one is going to go on a date with you. Before we continue, hit that like button and show us some love in the comments. You know how it is, spotting signs and red flags in a relationship. It's just the way things go sometimes, and it's worth recognizing these patterns before chicks ruin your finances. Lots of women love grand gestures. The more expensive, the better. Who your woman hangs out with can say a lot. If their homegirls are all into certain types, it's something to note. Your chick asking about your earnings right off the bat? That's a little unusual and another major red flag. In a good relationship, both people chip in. It's a two-way street. Feeling threatened by your other friendships? That's not a good sign. Some chicks use their charisma to get what they want. It happens. For some, being financially well off is about gaining status in society. It's their goal. Pay attention to who they've dated before. It might tell you something. If you feel like your partner is leagues ahead because she dated this and that guy, it could be a red flag. A healthy relationship involves effort from both sides. It's not a one-way street. If a woman doesn't want you, she's chasing something else. Your resources. Attention, validation, and of course, your money. But still, she calls you names for just wanting a peaceful woman who cooks and cleans for you.
The thing that women never want to admit is that, and I've said this a million times, you know, all girls are gold diggers, some are just better at hiding the shovel. Yep. And what I mean by that, right, is you got the girl that says, I want ambition, or I want drive, blah, 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 which is code term for the ability to procure resources for a later time for me. Or there's some girls that are overt about it. I got a big shovel, I need a guy that's a millionaire, etc., because I make money, or I deserve it. So, yes, you can sit here and say, I like it for him, but the thing is this, women typically just end at 10, but they don't go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The man has to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because he's not going to get to 10 and even be seen unless he has certain prerequisites.
I see. You don't have a problem with it, huh? Screw both of you then. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Don't listen to her. Sometimes she can be a little bit of a spoiled brat.
It's all my fault. I mean, what was I thinking? I'm going on a bike.
It's not your fault. She really loves you. She wouldn't care about the materialistic things. I thought the bike gesture was sweet.
Well, thank you. Well, I still have the reservations. We could go as friends. What do you think?
Sure, let's go.
What are you doing?
We're taking the bikes, right?
Actually, this was my car.
Are you serious?
I am. Careful.
Oh, thank you. I thought you said you didn't have a car.
I was actually just testing your intentions.
Testing me.
See, I thought you loved me for my feelings and the person that I am, not the materialistic things. But I now realize that I was wrong.
Men are tired of being treated as the disposable gender and the modern dating scene altogether. It's all about material possessions, and as much as women want their ideal guy to have a certain personality, that's nothing but the social conditioning from Disney and Hollywood movies. Chad and Tyrone are more exciting than a guy that uses his money wisely. Chances are that you've got a car that works just right, so you don't need another one. You'd rather save the money you'd be using for the car payments or invest it in another thing. Men are very simple, but women tend to get tired of their purchases early and want something new. Remember that women are the biggest consumers in the economy. No wonder why you see them with large shopping bags when you go to a shopping mall. And of course, if the man fails to be excellent at some point, the woman reserves the right to explore other options. The idea of women being intrinsically valuable and men being intrinsically forced to create their own value is something the majority of the population assumed a long time ago. Life is not fair, and MGTOWs are okay with that, as opposed to modern-day women who want the best guys out there without bringing anything special to the table. Most men work hard to create value and improve themselves. And you know what? When they're in a relationship and come home after a long day of work, they don't think of oppressing their women. Men in a relationship work hard to provide for their families, not oppressing women or children. A man must be an authority. But today's world pushes forward the boss bitch narrative to make women feel like they need no man and even dismiss the male population as scum. Let's be honest here. I'm not suggesting that each and every woman is a materialistic 304, and I'm not saying that each and every man is kind. I operate on reality, so I want you guys to see the trends and act accordingly. Of course, life as a man is not easy, especially in the modern world. Many men have already embraced MGTOW because of past dating experiences, false allegations, or just women that don't bring anything besides sex to the table. If you are a man and all the women you end up with happen to be entitled and insufferable, it's normal you consider going your own way for a while, if not forever. Despite all the evidence encouraging men to escape the dating scene, still, some women wonder where the good men are. The good men are not on a desert island or other planets. They were and are in front of you, but you don't seem to notice them. I really think that just like many men are learning how to enjoy their own company, which is why MGTOW is so powerful, women should learn how to stay single. Instead of going from man to man while getting upset that they can't find the man they want, a good period of solitude and introspection would do wonders. What the hell? These modern women can't accept that. Integrity? What is that? They'd rather fantasize about what they look for in a man instead of working on themselves to bring value to the table. These women complain a lot, but do they do everything in their power to become a better version of themselves? Not at all. Putting more foundation and hitting the gym is not enough, especially if they do all that after hitting the wall. Women at 18 years old just need to maintain their beauty, whereas men that age are Mr. Nobody. Men are waking up to reality and are not willing to treat women as idols anymore. Women don't deserve a pedestal because they're simply humans, and as such, they also make mistakes. For instance, thinking that giving a guy pleasure in bed is enough to keep him around. The result? Once Chad comes through, she tries to lock him down and hopes that he'll become the man she always wanted, but Chad does what he wants, including getting some quick action and increasing her body count.
If she makes you wait for sex, she has a low desire of interest in you.
How'd you guys meet?
Just tonight, like a couple hours ago.
At Sweet Caroline's, I sang a song on stage. He was a total fanboy. I was like, okay, hello.
Under the right circumstances, would you let him hit?
No, I don't believe in that type of hookup culture. I genuinely believe that you should not let a guy hit until he's committed to you fully, like marriage.
Translation. If a guy is super attractive with a high enough status, I would sleep with him because I would not miss that opportunity.
So you're against sex before marriage?
I actually am. Yeah.
Are you a virgin?
Absolutely.
Stop the cap.
Women make rules for nice guys and break rules for bad boys. Guys, if a girl says this to you, she does not have a high level of interest in you. Always remember, it's sex first, then a relationship.
So, you must be Mr. Nice Guy and wait for your turn, but Chad gets it for free. Some say that the reason for doing this is avoiding slut-shaming. Women want relationship guys to respect them and fear that if they have sex right away, the man will think she's a slut and not be interested. Obviously, this doesn't apply to fuckboys. Women don't care about the respect. Others believe women find Chad so irresistible that she can't say no to him, and Billy Beta has to wait simply because he isn't as attractive. He has to provide value in order to have a chance. What a scam, really. I have another theory. It is ingrained into women's psyche, either through genetic code or social conditioning, to use sex as a mechanism of control in romantic relationships. Even if a woman wants to have sex with a relationship material guy, she will withhold because she feels compelled to control and define the sexual nature of the relationship. If you would detect this, cut it. This is why women are more enthusiastic about sex with fuckboys, will give sex with greater frequency, and are willing to engage in more adventurous activities with them. If they do these things with a relationship material guy, and that guy ends up becoming long-term, you might expect this level of sexual activity long-term. From the woman's point of view, this is not acceptable. All in all, the takeaway is simple. These women want you to jump through hoops to get them, but they don't make any efforts to be the woman you want. They may offer just sex, or even worse, make you wait for it when giving it for free to bad boys. Now more than ever, protect your dignity and never allow these women to play you. Stay strong, guys. As always, I wish you tremendous success. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember that if you leave the best comment, you will get $5. Thank you so much for watching. If you found value in this video, hit the like and subscribe buttons, ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on future uploads, drop a comment, and share it. See you in the next video, guys. Till next time.